In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the 5 most common mistakes I see designers making on a regular basis. And I'm also going to be showing you how to fix them so that you can improve your chances of signing a high-ticket design client and starting to build your dream design business. Over the past 5 years, I have scaled my own graphic design business to $25,000 single months. And through our Design Biz Academy University, we've helped other students scale their own design businesses to as high as $20,000 revenue months. It is possible. But before we begin, I just have one favor to ask you. This is not one of those videos that you can just watch casually and then do nothing about any of the information provided. I want you to actually implement the advice that I'm giving in this video and use it to fix your own design portfolios. And I promise you that your bank balance won't regret it. Let's get into it. Mistake number 1 is that there's no social proof, testimonials, or case studies. Most designers make this well-intended mistake by simply showcasing pretty design work with no context. Potential clients get confused because they can't understand the transformation that took place, or they don't understand the problems that you solve. These potential clients aren't interested in how your work looks, although that is important. They're interested in how it can benefit their own business. Is it going to bring them a return on investment? Having your portfolio set up as the me show doesn't work. The clients aren't interested in you. They're interested in how you can help them. Here's how to fix it. I want you to include case studies showing how you've transformed the client's business and what it did for them. I want you to include case studies, both visually and business-wise. I want you to include business metrics. You need to speak the language of these potential clients. Talk about the ROI and how it increased conversion rates. I want you to be a name dropper. Drop those big names that you've worked with and don't be scared to flex that. From the client's perspective, if your work is good enough for that big client, it's good enough for them. And here's what you're going to get out of it by fixing this. When you showcase those detailed case studies, you instantly position yourself as the expert. Then you're a strategic partner instead of a pixel pusher. This justifies the higher rates, maybe longer timelines, and attracts clients who value transformation over transactions. These potential clients trust these other clients' voices more than your own voice. Mistake number 2 is no process documentation. Process is one of the biggest game changers in your design business. And if this is something you can master, your clients are going to be so appreciative, and so are you, because you're not going to have to reinvent the wheel every single time you have a new client project. Many designers leave their process as a mystery because they don't want to be copied by other designers, or maybe they don't even know what they're doing in the back end of their business. A lot of designers think that the client is only interested in the final outcome, and that is far from the truth. It leaves the clients anxious and in the dark because they don't know what's happening behind the scenes. This is a huge missed opportunity to showcase your expertise and justify your rates. Clients want to know how you do what you do. Clients want to understand how you think. I want you to create a clear, client-friendly roadmap of your design process that shows the discovery phase, especially how you understand their business problems. It also needs to showcase your research methodology. It needs to show your ideation and concept development approach. How are you creatively coming up with these ideas? It also needs to talk about your revision process. Clients are really interested in this one. You also may want to consider talking about your collaboration methods, because clients will know, is this the designer for me? How much collaboration am I going to be able to take part in? You also want to talk about your implementation and your handover procedures. I want you to document this visually in your portfolio with real life examples. Show screenshots of the mood board, of the wireframes, of the sketches and the iterations. Show your work. It's like a creative math problem. The benefits of you fixing this issue is going to do a lot for your business. This is why client experience is one of the biggest things that we teach inside our signature program, Design Biz Academy University. There is an entire module dedicated to the process. But Here's the benefits of fixing it. When your clients understand your structured approach, they know what to expect and they're willing to pay those premium rates for your expertise rather than just your time, because they're paying for an experience and not just your time. This creates a lot of transparency and builds a lot of trust, and the client's anxiety levels go down dramatically because they know what to expect and what to look forward to. Plus, it weeds out the clients who don't value strategic thinking. Mistake number 3 is having a cluttered portfolio versus being strategically selective. One of the most common mistakes designers make, especially newbies, is cramming every single project they've ever done into their portfolio, thinking that if they show this wide range of creative skills, that the right client will see the right thing and they're going to want to work with them. And that's just not how it works. It makes it feel really, really disjointed. You could have your portfolio having everything from logos to wedding invitations to a random social media graphic, and it's going to feel disjointed. This is going to create a massive amount of confusion with your client. What actually do you specialize in? What is your area of expertise? What do you enjoy designing? When it comes to showcasing your work in your portfolio, less is more. Here's how to fix it. Be ruthlessly selective about the things you're including in your portfolio. Maybe you want to niche down by industry. Maybe you want to niche down by style. Maybe you want to niche down by client personality. It doesn't really matter as long as all of the work that's inside your portfolio feels like it's coming from the same desk. If you think about Taylor Swift and her wide range of creative talents, it's incredible. But every project she puts out feels like it came from the same era. This is what you should feature. Your absolute best work that represents the direction you want to move in. This might even mean that you have to do some fake client briefs so that you can magnetically pull in the type of clients you want to work with. You want to have projects that align with your ideal client and your specific niche. I want you to put work in there that demonstrates your unique style. I would say have 6 to 8 really incredible start to finish projects instead of 20 plus mediocre ones. It's just going to confuse them. Remove anything that doesn't align with your dream client, even if you're really proud of it. Save it for Instagram or put it in a saved highlight. Quality over quantity is always the rule of thumb here. Focused portfolio will call in those clients that you exactly want to showcase. Clients who find you and see your amazing portfolio need a lot less convincing during the sales process. Your portfolio looking this way is going to feel a lot more professional, and having too much work is a sign that you're a beginner. Mistake number 4, no clear niche focus. And we want to work with a lot of different clients, but most designers try to position themselves as generalists who will work with anyone, anywhere, and on anything. When you are gifted at many things, it makes you a master of none. This is the fastest route to low-paying clients who don't respect and value your expertise. If you have a lot of different niches in your portfolio, you aren't going to position yourself as the expert. For example, a client who runs a beauty business is going to probably look for a beauty-based designer because they already understand the ins and outs of the industry. They already understand what they need going into it. Here's how to fix it. Define a clear niche that you want to work with. This can be by industry type. This can be by style. This can be by client personality, but you need to make sure that there is a common thread that can be felt throughout your portfolio. Start with identifying a particular industry that you want to work with. I want you to specialize in a particular design service, whether that be a brand identity, maybe you want to specialize in packaging, maybe you also want to offer website design, but pick that particular service that you want to be known for. I want you to develop a signature style, and it's okay with you play with this over time, but I want it to be an approach that makes you recognizable. Tailoring your portfolio and messaging to that specific industry is going to make you look like the expert. Make this specialization obvious throughout your whole portfolio. Your homepage should clearly state who you are and how you help. The benefits of fixing this are going to be felt all over the place for you. Niching down can feel counterintuitive, but it is the very thing that expands your opportunities. Most designers are scared to niche down due to believing that they're going to miss and lose out on potential clients, but it actually brings people in. I mean, I knew the lingo. I basically grew up in a salon. And once I talked about toner and lived in color, they trusted me. I didn't have to say much for them to feel safe because they know that I just get it. When you're seen as the go-to designer for that industry or style, you become the obvious choice instead of an option among many, right? Think about it. These business owners don't want to have to explain their entire industry to you. They want somebody who is already up to speed so that they can just jump right into the project. It makes your design process easier when you're the expert in one niche as you already know how it works, rather than having to do tons and tons of research every time because you started a new project. Mistake number 5 is bad call to actions. One of the most critical mistakes you can make is having weak call to actions, or worse, none at all. Your portfolio should actively be converting these people to fill out your application form, not just passively showing your work. If your portfolio has no call to actions, get on there and change it right now. You're missing out on clients. Clients don't want to have to go to 100 different pages on your website. We need to make it easy for them to be able to apply to work with you for a creative project. I want you to implement clear, strategic call to actions throughout your whole website. Clearly state the next step. Reference that process map we talked about. Book a discovery call. Apply for a creative project. Create urgency, okay? Have like a little banner that says now booking 3 spots for Q3 projects. You also need to talk about the objections. Address them on your website so they're not surprised whenever they get on the call and they hear the price. I want you to qualify these prospects before they reach out, okay? That's why you have a really clear application process. Make it ridiculously easy for them to reach out to you and take action immediately by gently filtering the wrong ones so that their time isn't wasted and neither is yours. Your portfolio not only shows your work, but it acts as your sales funnel and does the selling for you. It's going to have that social proof, the work examples, testimonials, and lots of call to actions. Clients are more likely to take action if they can book a call immediately versus having to find your contact details and reach out themselves. They don't know what they don't know. You need to make it a seamless process for them. Proper call to actions dramatically change the type of inquiries you're going to receive. So those are the 5 most common mistakes we see designers making every single day. Fixing these mistakes will not only make your portfolio look and feel a lot better, it will also convert those potential clients for you and increase your revenue. These 5 portfolio mistakes might not seem like a big deal and like they're really simple, but fixing them has helped hundreds of our students transform their businesses from struggling to book low-ticket clients like $300 for a logo to consistently signing $10,000 projects in just 90 days. It's one of the many, many things we help our students with in Design Biz Academy University. And we are currently accepting applications into our signature program, where we will walk you through our signature step-by-step framework for booking high-ticket design clients. Now, I want to be honest with you, this program is not for everyone. It's a high-level course, high-touch environment for designers who already have the technical skills nailed down. If you're a beginner in Illustrator, this course is not for you. This is for the designers who are struggling to grow their design businesses. For someone who was in that exact same position 5 years ago, I know exactly how it feels. Being a designer can be a very lonely job. It's just you, your creativity, and your laptop with a list of client revisions. You need that community to support you. But thankfully, it doesn't have to feel this way because Coach Kinsey and I have designed the very thing we wish we had when we started our design businesses. In fact, our course is only 3 months long, and we guarantee that you will sign at least one high-ticket design client by the end of the course. That's how quickly your design business and life can change. So click the link in the description to apply to DBA University and take the first steps to booking that high-ticket design client. And finally, make sure you like and subscribe, and you can click here to watch all of our videos of everything we know from the past 5 years of being graphic designers. Thanks for watching.